I was thinking about this garage sale that I had almost a year ago now. I suppose it was just a few months after I was accepting that I was terminal, for lack of a better word. And one of the things that was concerning me after a few months was that I didn't want my husband and my family to have to deal with a lot of stuff. And not a hoarder by any means, but I just thought, if you just have everything up in a little bundle and it can be tossed in the garbage, great. So I gave a lot of everything that meant something to me away. My brother, I gave him a lot of my mother's stuff, and anything that he didn't want, we discarded. And I felt a little bad about that because I actually threw pictures of my mother away. And you kind of erase everyone else, but he kept a few sentimental things that were important. And I guess everybody has to be erased eventually. And that really bothers me. But I had this garage sale and I gave away the bulk of my stuff. And now a year later, I'm like, gee, I could have really used that right now. So it's not something I advise necessarily unless you kind of have a time frame. But the other thing was that if you're not feeling good, I don't know how that would have worked. So maybe it was for the best, but I find myself replacing a couple of things that maybe shouldn't have been in the yard sale. And there was a piece of jewelry actually that shouldn't have been in with the pile of jewelry that I sold. And somebody came with a handful of jewelry in their fist, and I almost pulled my favorite necklace out, and I was just, I don't have the heart to do it. Otherwise, I could have done that, I guess, and just said, here, take the rest for free. But I was just having this moment that was just like, you know what, girl? You can't take it with you, right? So I may have said goodbye to a few things prematurely. I hope you're never in that position. But if you are, I would just say that, you could be here longer than you think. And there's layers of giving up things when you have cancer. The other thing was saying goodbye to people. I have a cousin in North Carolina. There was a little mini family reunion, and I hadn't seen him for quite a while, actually. Even though, when we were young, we practically grew up together. So saying goodbye, I knew that was the last time I would probably see them. And they admitted that they probably wouldn't be up this way for a very long time. So basically just said, okay, I'll see you on the other side. Because that's a deal. So there were no tears. We weren't all that close, but just that level of admitting that, you're not going to be here. You're not going to be here for long. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I haven't had to say goodbye to the most important things to me. I hold dear in my heart the most important people, for instance, people I know that'll be here while I'm sick, if it comes down to that. So I guess I just wanted to get those feelings out today because I was reminded yesterday of things that I don't have presently. And then there's still things that I need to get rid of. I feel like I accumulate more as time goes on, and I don't want to have a garage sale again. But yeah, it's not a profound video here, but these are things you just don't think about. How much do I want loved ones to have to go through after I pass? I want to make it very easy on them. In fact, my mother made it very easy on me. Her funeral was paid for, her cremation, and she didn't have a lot to throw away. And she also had folders for my brother and I with our names on them. And in them were like school pictures and things that she knew we would want, along with cards and letters. And that was very thoughtful. I would like to do similar things, but I felt like it was really important for me to do a lot of that while I was alive. So I've given out certain things to certain people that, that mean something to me. And I think that's sort of out of the way because they know at some point that's what I'm leaving them, that they can have it now. And less things for Kris to do. Okay. I think I'm babbling, and that's fine too. You're my therapist and I appreciate that. But it's truly an emotional roller coaster. When we think of the things that we have to give up on life, and we're all going to be there. Well, maybe not. If you go suddenly, spirit people regret leaving the garage a mess, and I know, I talked to them already, so I know I'm weird, but yeah, there are loved ones on the other side that regret not having that ability to say goodbye, not having the ability to make sure that they do things that my mother did, for instance, or what I did. So in a way, I guess there is an advantage. I shouldn't say advantage, but if we're going to go, if we know we're going to go, but it's scary as hell because we don't know how that plays out. And there's a lot of anticipatory grief. And I guess that's not a bad thing, so that when the time comes, then maybe there's a lot more acceptance, but there's definitely an advantage to just, go in your sleep. And even if you regret not cleaning the garage. I think the best case scenario is to already have those things in place. But few people do that. Few people think to leave legacy letters or even make a will. I think that we never think. It'll never happen to me. But, I know that it's happening to me. And the few symptoms I have are a little bit more severe here and there, but I'm still waiting on that test. And I'm hopeful that something is going to show, and then the follow-ups might be able to show how progressive it is. The first one will not show how aggressive it is. It's just more of a baseline to see how many cancer cells are floating around in my blood. And then I wonder, will they see them? Well, the test results should have been about a week ago, but I can't rush it. Then the subsequent follow-ups to see, a comparison should be, I think, just about 2 weeks to find out. So we'll see. So I'm still sitting on my hands and trying to be patient. Okay, if you are a vegan, look away. The yum is coming. And hopefully it's not going to rain. It's Memorial Day weekend. It is supposed to rain later. That, by the way, is not our yard. That is a fabulous park that we don't have to mow. I love that. Yeah, that looks good. I must be extra hungry. I call that progress. Okay, dinner is ready. Okay, to your health. Thanks for all the accoutrements. I didn't know that burger was going to be so big.
Unhinge your jaw.
Oh boy. Pull up my sleeves. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get the temp right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Yeah, that's not bad. It's like a medium rare. Yeah. I like the sauce in the meat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I learned that when I was a kid. I don't know why. You just put your ketchup, your mustard. I didn't put mustard in this. A little barbecue sauce, garlic, salt and pepper, and just make a burger. Well, I hope Neon got together with your mom.
Yeah, I haven't heard back from them yet. So
maybe they were going for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So if we do this healthy eating thing for the summer, how do you think Neon's going to handle like Tuesday nights at Grandma's?
They'll figure it out. Or we just won't feed him on Wednesdays. Intermittent fasting.
Yeah, sorry.
Involuntary intermittent fasting.
Sorry, I know you ate junk yesterday. You get to eat Thursday. Oh man, forget dinner conversation. This is so good.
Mm-hmm.
And mac salad's got that sour bite. I don't like that. Not the mac salad, the coleslaw.
Mm.
But I'm not supposed to eat coleslaw anyway. Fiber. Okay, and I did taste the potato salad, so I can pass them over to you. I might hold on to that mac salad though. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have any vinegary.
Trying to find one that you would like.
Yeah, I just don't make them like that anymore. Not if I make it myself, but
yeah.
When I was a kid and they started using vinegar in these salads, it was for a preservative. You want to challenge me on that?
I feel like there are old salad recipes that involve vinegar.
Yeah, that's possible.
From way before when you were a kid.
That's
maybe
possible.
Where you lived, they started doing the more vinegary.
Yeah, I'm just talking about delis. That's it. When I mean delis, I mean 7-Eleven. That's when they used to be actually a convenience store. They had real food. Yesterday was enough family partying.
You didn't party too much anyway. Anyway, you sat in the massage chair for too long.
That's a party to me. Do you know? Well, the only thing I didn't like about that was the balls of your feet. I was sore yesterday walking, and I'm thinking, I didn't hardly walk anywhere. Why does the bottom of my feet hurt? Yeah, that's hard, no matter what setting you put it on. I don't really like my feet touched, I think. I don't think I've ever had a pedicure, like ever, as fancy as I am. And especially people that do pedicures and they're hard. I have problems with manicures. Oh, God, I think I'm done, hon. I ended up taking the smallest burger. Almost still too big. I think I couldn't even finish it. There's more fries in there, too. Did you like the zucchini?
Yeah, it's good.
Is it worth holding on to or just throw it out?
You hold on to it.
I just wanted to make sure. That's one of the main vegetables I usually do on the grill. You know, oh my goodness. And here I am, throwing another French fry in my head. This, do you know what this is? This ctDNA test?
I was there when the doctor explained it to you.
Yeah, I had to actually go over it again because that was the appointment before last.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting anxious about it though.
I don't think there's anything to be anxious about.
They're
not really sure what it means yet. They just know they could get a number out of it.
Well, she said then they can track it every.
Yes, but that initial number
months.
doesn't mean anything until you're comparing it to another number. because it's too new of a test. They don't know what their scale is. You're helping them with the science.
I'm always helping. But when it gets a number, doesn't it say, okay, that's how many cancer cells you've got floating around?
Yes.
Okay, so they
but
know
they
that.
don't know what that means. They just know that if it's going up, it's a problem. If it's going up more, it's more of a problem. But they don't actually have like a metric by which to.
Oh, let's have a metric. I'm not like the first patient.
No, it's out of trials now. So it's known to be safe, but you are an early patient.
Well, known to be safe. It's just a blood test.
Safe and effective.
Sure, we want to know that they're effective.
That it actually is measuring something, but they don't really have a good idea of what the numbers should look like for each day. And it didn't necessarily seem like she knew if it was going to pan out to be anything useful.
She didn't.
Like diagnostically for anyone.
Well, it must work diagnostically for some people, or this would not exist.
It is still.
It's a year old. I think the test is a year old.
That's nothing. They hardly have any data on it. In a year?
Listen, she said.
Yeah, no, it can provide some useful data.
No, but as progression goes, and I had said to her, well, is there a time when the imaging says, okay, yes, you've got 6 months? And she said, no, it also is based on how you feel. So it kind of sounds like, if I don't feel good, okay. It's just not the way I want things to move along.
Like, would you prefer a hard and fast metric? Like your blood test came back at 11. When it's 13, you have 6 months. Is that what you're wishing for here?
Well, I'm not wishing for 13. I'm just wishing that there was more of a black and white metric. I mean, this unknown thing, it's just
terrible.
It's kind of like the garage sale that I had a year ago. And now it's like there's stuff in there that was in there that, I really could use now because I'm still here.
Right.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to make plans and it's hard to gauge really a lot of things. And I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only person that gets frustrated with that if they can't get straight black and white information.
The science just isn't there. Everybody's unique.
That was dinner at our house.
Dinner and a cat.
Dinner and a cat. I don't know where the other one is, but probably being rude somewhere. Belching. Hello, darling. Gomez. What the heck? You were just sitting there all regal.
Mm-hmm.
But that happens every time I take the camera out, doesn't it? Did you do your Wordle? What'd you get it in? I did 3.
Wow. I don't think I did that well. And I didn't finish the connections today. It beat me.
I haven't seen Gloria. Where is that girl? So do you think we have fireworks for the 4th of July? They will both be under the ottoman?
We have 2 ottomans.
This one right here doesn't give a
space.
No, I mean the other one has a skirt on it. So this one does nothing. So that chair, I'm pointing to that chair. Gloria decided to go underneath and just start tearing at the lining. Mama's not happy. What are you reading?
We're talking about an author.
You don't have any books.
No, I'm currently bookless.
They're all in the bookshelf. You just bought a bookcase.
There's a couple of things in there that I haven't read yet.
I'd rather watch videos, actually. Doesn't hurt my eyes. Oh, depends on who's actually on the other side of the camera.
Finding really old books that are a little obscure.
Sounds like it's something right up your alley. Oh, I think you would do really good audiobooks. Get your YouTube channel going. Would you just do exclusively YouTube, or do you think you would volunteer for like LibriVox or Libby?
I would probably put things up on YouTube first, and then assuming I had a decent sound quality that they would be interested in, start putting them up a couple months after. Maybe just at the same time. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to make any money off of it. It's just something to do.
No, I think you would just enjoy it.
And I don't know where reading old stories on YouTube would go.
That's what I like about YouTube. Something for everybody. Okay. I have to go over to my laptop and get some stuff done. Okay, so I'm going to close. I just wanted to share my feelings for the day. And now I got to get on with it. Got things to do. All right. I hope you have a blessed day, morning, night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You're blessed. Bye.